What's going on, world? It's me, Andre Cat, not here from West Palm Beach, Florida. So today is NFP day, so you definitely want to be careful when it comes to trading. At the time of this video, the NFP comes out in 10 minutes, so you definitely want to keep an eye out on that. But by the time you watch this video, you probably NFP will probably already be out. The data will probably already be out. But anyways, before I dive deeper into what I'm going to be talking about today, if you guys want to be able to copy my trades automatically over to your account, hands free, just reach out to me. Just let me know, hey Andre, I want to copy your trades. I'm going to allow you guys to copy my trades, and not only that, I'm going to teach you my strategy that you can use when it comes to trading futures and forex. So if you're interested in that, you're getting a lot of value. Just reach out to me. I'm gonna leave a link in the description box below where you can message me on Telegram. Okay, so um, let's look at. I want to mark up some charts real quick with you guys. So what I like to do, most of you guys already know, I like to mark up my supply and demand zones. I like to look at it on the hour chart. Okay. And by the way, let me do this real quick. Let me delete some of the stuff off the chart. But like I said, guys, just be careful. Um, there's some news going to be happening today, and y'all should know that, especially if you guys are trading. All right, so I wanted to get all some of that stuff off of the chart real quick. But as you can see, I got my candles color coded. The green candle means that we are in the London session. The yellow candle means that we are in the Asian session. The red candle means that we are in the U.S. session. Okay, the U.S. session is already here. Sometimes the candle stays green for some reason around 8, but around like 9 it start changing to red. But anyways, that's not the point here. So what I like to do is I like to draw my highs and lows of the U.S. session. Now my U.S. I like to start the U.S. session from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also, whenever I'm marking up the chart on the 1 hour and the zone is too big, I like to go one time frame down or go to the 15 minute to see if I can make this zone a little bit smaller, because I don't want a big zone on my chart here. So this zone right here is my previous U.S. session high. This is basically U.S. Yesterday's U.S. session high. So I got that marked up. Go back to the hour. Now I'm going to be looking for the lowest point of the U.S. session. Remember, the U.S. session, I have it at 8 a.m. between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Okay, so I'm going to mark my U.S. session low right here, and that's my U.S. session low. Okay. Now this red zone that you see below this zone here, this is from previous. So it's like yeah, it's still a U.S. session zone. Sometimes price respect these zones as well, but I'm going to change this color into white. Well, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to change the whole zone to white. All right, but the two red zones that you're seeing up here is my U.S. I don't know why you guys can't see that, what I'm doing. Okay. Sorry about that. But yeah, these two zones right here. The top zone right here is the U.S. session high. Down here is the U.S. session low. Okay. So yeah, I got my U.S. session high and I got my U.S. session low. Now I want to look at the 4 hour to see what type of trend we in. And right now, look like we are kind of like in the uptrend. Let me go to the daily. Now the daily, we are in a downtrend, okay? And also I can even draw my Fibonacci retracement here to the bottom there. We are rejecting the 88.6. As you can see, we got a rejection here. We got a rejection right here, right here. So let me see what this data gonna be looking like. What they're expecting data to look like. Okay. Okay, so we'll see. We got about 5 minutes. But if data comes out, if the U.S. data comes out bad, then um, the Japanese yen is gonna go up. Okay. Now, if that data comes out good, that's gonna push the Japanese yen to the downside. Okay. So we'll see what happens. We got like 4 more minutes here, but once I mark up my zones on the 1 hour, I get my U.S. session high and I got my U.S. session low. Now I'm just looking to break it down to the 5 minute, and let me delete this here. What I want to do is I want to break it down to the 5 minute, and I want to see, since we're kind of in a downtrend based on the daily, I want to see something like this. I want to see price push up to this zone here, and then go down, or I want to see this. Okay, I want to see a break, and then I want to see a retest here, and then continue to the downside. And also, whenever this data comes out, this kind of will give me my daily bias. But at the same time, whatever price is telling me, price action is telling me, that's what I'm gonna go with. Okay, but when I'm looking at the daily, this is telling me that we are in a downtrend. All right. We have a lower high right here. We have a lower low. Okay, so price came up, didn't close above this lower high. So this is potentially another lower high right here. This is potentially. All right, doesn't mean it's gonna go. It's gonna continue to go down to create a new lower low, but price hasn't closed above this previous lower high. So these 2 points right here could be potential lower high points. Okay. That can create a potential lower low. Okay, that's what we want. Okay, we want to go with the trend. Don't trade against the trend. You want to trade with the trend. Okay. All right. How many more minutes? We got 1 more minute. We got 2 more minutes here. Now I mark up a couple of things. So let me look at MES, S&P 500. That's I think I already have my zones already. So when it comes to the daily, we are creating higher highs and higher lows on MES. Let's look at the 4 hour. We're creating higher high, higher low, higher high. Yeah, you could kind of we're creating lower highs and lower lows now. So this point right here could be a potential lower high to create a potential lower low. So we'll see how that plays out. But let's go to the 1 hour. I just want to make sure that I have my previous U.S. session high and previous U.S. session low. Sorry for the noise up there. I got people up the stairs working on the floors here. But yeah, so we are creating lower highs and lower lows. So I want to see a potential lower high off of this zone. So we could see price push up here, and then, or we can see price push here, then continue to go down, or we can see something like this. So those are the scenarios. All right. So how many more minutes? I've got like 24 seconds here. So we'll see how this plays out. NFP is coming out right now. So let's see what happens. I'm also gonna break it down to the 5 minute here. This is in. The NFP should be out now. Look like the data. Let me see. Well, I gotta wait for the data to come out first. Gotta wait for the data to come out. Remember what I told you guys. Price could come all the way up here, or what price could do is price can come all the way up here and start going up, depending on the data. All right, so the data came out good for the U.S. dollar, so that should be making the U.S. dollar strong. So that means the pair that we just marked up, the Japanese yen, definitely should be going down. Remember I told you, I gave you some scenarios. I gave you some scenarios here where price could have pushed back up into this U.S. session low. But I also gave you a scenario where price could come down here, push back up, retest this zone here to continue to go to the downside. Okay. So I'm going to finish marking up my charts, looking at my other assets, my other pairs that I have here on the side here, and look for some trading positions. But I hope you guys got value. But do you definitely want to start marking up your U.S. session highs and lows? Those zones are like magnets, and those you can take trades off of those zones. You can get in some sniper entries off of those zones. Okay, but if you got value, let me know. Again, if you guys want to copy my trades automatically over to your account hands free, and want to be able to learn my trading strategy, I only charge a one-time fee of $500, and you'll get tons of value. This strategy can make you a lot of money. But I'll see you guys on another video. Take care, y'all.